Imagine this. You go to the doctor. You pay your premiums every single month. You did everything right. Then 3 weeks later, a letter shows up in the mail. Your insurance company denied your claim. And now you're staring at a bill for $4,000. Here's the wild part. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, nearly 1 in 5 in-network claims gets denied by insurance companies. But here's the part they don't want you to know. Less than 0.2% of patients ever appeal. And of those who do appeal, many of them win. So today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do when your insurance denies a claim. Step by step. Like you're sitting across the kitchen table from me. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where everyday Americans learn how to fight back against confusing medical bills and actually win. I've spent 15 years in medical billing, and I've watched patients save thousands of dollars just by knowing the right steps. Today you're going to learn those steps. By the end of this video, you'll know why claims get denied in the first place, how to crack open that confusing denial letter, the exact appeal process that works, scripts you can use word for word when you call your insurance, and when it's time to bring in the heavy hitters. Stick around to the end, because I'll walk you through a real example with real dollar amounts. Before we dive in, this video is for educational purposes only and is not legal or financial advice. Always consult a qualified professional for your specific situation. Okay, let's start with something that might shock you. Most denied claims are denied for reasons that have nothing to do with your actual care. Think about it like ordering at a restaurant. Imagine you ordered a burger. The kitchen made it. You ate it. But then the manager refuses to give the waiter the bill, because the cook wrote down hamburger instead of burger. That's basically what happens with most denials. It's a paperwork problem. A coding problem. A clerical mistake. According to a 2023 report from the Commonwealth Fund, the most common denial reasons are coding errors, missing prior authorization, that's when your insurance needed to approve a procedure before you got it, billing for services they call not medically necessary, and out-of-network confusion. The point is, a denial is not a final answer. It's the opening of a conversation. Repeat that with me. A denial is not a final answer. It is the opening of a conversation. Okay, step 1 when you get a denial. Don't panic. Don't toss it. Don't pay anything yet. The first thing you need to do is find a document called the Explanation of Benefits, or EOB. Your insurance sends this. It looks like a bill, but it's not a bill. Think of an EOB like a grocery store receipt. It lists every single thing the doctor charged for, what your insurance covered, what they didn't cover, and most importantly, why. On that EOB, you're looking for something called a denial code or reason code. It'll be a short code like CO50 or PR204 with a brief explanation next to it. Write that code down. Write down the exact wording. Because that code is your roadmap. It tells you exactly what the insurance company is claiming, which means you know exactly what to fight. Also, and this is critical, look for the appeal deadline. Somewhere on that letter, in tiny print, it'll say something like you have 180 days to appeal. Circle that date. Put it on your calendar. Set a reminder on your phone. Missing that deadline can cost you the entire appeal. Now, before you write a formal appeal, I want you to make a phone call. Sometimes denials are fixed in 15 minutes on the phone. Seriously. Call the number on the back of your insurance card. When they answer, here's what you say. Hi, my name is, your name. My member ID is on my card. I received a denial dated, date, with code. I'd like to understand specifically why this was denied and what documentation would be needed to overturn it. Then, and this is the most important habit I'm going to teach you in this entire video, get a reference number for the call. Get the representative's first name. Write down the date and time. Because insurance companies have a magical ability to have no record of conversations that didn't go their way. Your notes are your shield. Ask the rep if they can initiate a reconsideration. That's a quick informal review. If it's a simple coding error, they may fix it right there. If they can't, you're moving on to a formal appeal. Okay, if the phone call didn't fix it, we're writing a formal appeal letter. This sounds intimidating. It's not. It's basically a one-page letter that says, here's who I am, here's the claim, here's why you should pay it. Your appeal letter needs 5 things. 1. Your information, name, member ID, claim number. 2. The date of the denial and the denial code. 3. A clear statement that you're formally appealing. 4. Your reason, backed up with evidence. And 5. What you want them to do, pay the claim. For the evidence part, you may need a letter from your doctor, what we call a letter of medical necessity. This is just a note from your doctor explaining why the treatment was needed. Most doctors' offices write these all the time. Just call and ask. Say, my insurance denied my claim. Can you write a letter of medical necessity to support my appeal? Send your appeal by certified mail with return receipt. That costs about $8 at the post office. It is worth every penny. Why? Because now you have proof, signed, dated proof, that they received it. They cannot claim it got lost. Now here's something most people don't know. If your first appeal, what's called an internal appeal, gets denied, you have another option. It's called an external review. That's when an independent third party, not employed by your insurance, reviews your case. According to the Department of Labor, external reviewers overturn insurance denials roughly 40 to 50% of the time in some categories. Those are great odds. Your denial letter will explain how to request one. And if all of that fails? You file a complaint with your state's insurance commissioner. Every state has one. Just Google, your state, insurance commissioner complaint. It's free. It's online. And insurance companies absolutely hate getting these complaints because it can trigger an investigation. Alright, let me walk you through a real scenario so this all clicks. Meet Sarah. She's 34, lives in Ohio, has employer-provided insurance. Sarah needed an MRI for severe knee pain. Her doctor ordered it. She got it. 3 weeks later, she gets a letter. Claim denied. She owes $3,200. The denial code? CO50. Not medically necessary. Sarah does what we just talked about. Step 1, she finds her EOB and writes down the code. Step 2, she calls her insurance. The rep tells her the MRI was denied because the prior authorization wasn't on file. Sarah asks for a reference number. She gets it. Step 3, she calls her doctor's office. Turns out the doctor's office did submit the prior authorization. They have a fax confirmation from 2 weeks before the MRI. Sarah asks them to send her a copy of that confirmation, plus a letter of medical necessity. Step 4, Sarah writes a one-page appeal letter. She attaches the fax confirmation and the medical necessity letter. She sends it certified mail. Total cost? About $9. Total time invested? Maybe 3 hours over a few days. 3 weeks later, Sarah gets a new EOB. The claim has been reprocessed. Insurance now pays. Sarah's actual cost? Her $200 specialist.